All right, everybody, welcome back to the group. I think that was a much needed little break there that we took.
Yes, thank you, Gabby.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for feeling comfortable to share these things amongst each other because, you know, oh, don't worry. Ooh, I'm excited. What song is this? I've never heard this.
Yes,
He's living in a hole, apparently. Never heard this song.
Is there another green piece of paper?
I don't think so, but you can take a blank piece of paper and color it in green.
Yeah, here it is.
Oh, I thought you meant a different shade of green. And I was like, I'm not that fancy.
What are we doing with this now, Gabby?
You are turning that paper into whatever you want it to be. You, I think earlier said a hammer. You could turn it into something a little bit maybe more light and airy. Whatever you need it to be, though. If a hammer's what you feel and you need it to be, turn it into that. And there's glue, other pieces of paper,
I wish
colored
I could turn
pencils.
it into a vodka martinis for you.
I wish you could too.
Unfortunately, they don't let me have those things in this group, but
I trust
you
you
know.
artistic taste doing stuff.
I'm excited. John's got a lot of colors over here. I'm excited to see what he's doing. Crystal's got her glue going already.
And
Holly too.
going back to the music, if you want to listen to a strong, powerful voice,
Yeah.
sing about everything you've ever felt inside yourself, start with this one, start with this song, and just spend your day listening to me Simone.
You'll have to, email me about it later. Because I don't think I've ever heard this, but it's beautiful. Oh, and I'll show you guys mine too, because I told you I was going to do that, and I never did. This one was mine
Oh, you're so
that I had done at home, and I attempted a sunflower, but it looks more like a cartoon flower, but that's okay, because the
that's good.
point is after it was over, and after I cried and let it go, I looked at it, and I was like, I think things are going to be okay.
But I like how you have it in your journal.
Thank you. Yeah, I did mine in the journal, but I figured it might be easier if you guys just do it on paper. You take it home.
Well, that's what I do with my journal. I
yeah?
decorate my journal because I like writing in it, but I find it boring at times, so I like to make it.
You might be able to take this one home and do it for yourself.
Do you have scissors, Gabby?
I don't have scissors, but
Okay.
if I can help rip it in half the best way that I can for you.
Nothing's perfect, so if you do it in rips, it just shows that nothing's perfect.
That's
Sorry,
true.
Elliot.
We love John's metaphors over here.
I've got metaphor 5 more.
I always find too with paper that there's something therapeutic even about just sticking pieces of paper to other paper. Because I only spent a couple seconds ripping, which is supposed to be the exciting part, but as I was gluing mine on, I felt like I was doing it forever, and I felt like I could keep doing it forever.
I have a cheesy pop song everyone might love.
Ooh, okay.
And you're so good at DJing.
Do you want to hear it? Oops, how do I make it? Oh.
I like your glue masterpiece over there, Holly.
Oh, thank you.
You could almost just leave it like
My
that.
new favorite
It's beautiful
song.
in itself.
This is my guilty pleasure song.
Who's this?
Tadra Call.
Oh my gosh, it's Tadra Call! Love him. Now Ashley's feeling it. She's like, alright, I'm inspired, guys.
I'm a danceholic.
You
Could
need to
wish
listen to some
that
Tadra
could
Call.
be a group, a nice dance group.
Is dance therapy a thing? Should be. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's okay.
You're going to express yourself and forget about everything.
I'm excited to see what you're doing over there, Holly.
I'm trying to make a statue a little bit. I had to,
I love it.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh my goodness. But you can always color on top of the paper that you add in, too. Don't limit yourself.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what do you mean, like color on this? Or
No,
color
right on top of the paper you're gluing down. You can do whatever you want with that paper. It's yours. You're turning it into something new.
Crystal, can I steal your binder to have a hard surface?
Oh, I wish I had one.
Actually, you need to listen to some Tadra Call.
I think I need to.
Doesn't it just make you want to dance?
It does.
Tadra Call and Bruno Mars. They just make me want to dance.
Mm-hmm.
And Pose. Start watching Pose.
All the group members keep talking about
today.
this.
Oh my gosh. I gotta
I love seeing what you guys are doing and trying to guess before you get there.
Auntie.
I love yours is like three-dimensional over here.
Yes, it is.
I love all the different takes we're taking here. Does anybody have, I know Holly had something in particular that inspired her, being Statue of Liberty. Anybody else particularly inspired by something for their piece?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna share when it's done? Okay, I love a good surprise element.
So inspired by the phoenix, because the phoenix
Oh my goodness.
develops into something, burns out,
Yes.
flames out, falls to ash, which is the, not this ash, but falls to
I fall a lot.
falls to a pile of something that people consider done, and then something beautiful is born out of it, and it continues to rise and fly.
I think that's stunning.
Just like you.
And
Yeah, just like all of you. Even if you feel like you're still in the middle of it yet, that just means that you're gonna
It
be
means
the
I'm gonna-
phoenix.
flame out. and keep
Yeah,
going.
John's about to show you what you're gonna become when all this is done.
I'm about to show you how it burns out.
That's okay, we all burn out sometimes.
Same, Jackie.
I just recently had a group about this with burnout and talking about symptoms of burnout and knowing when to recognize it. Does anybody
I should've
have any
attended.
particular symptoms? Oh, are you done?
I'm done.
That, John, is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Does everybody want to check out John's while they're still doing theirs? How beautiful. It's like abstract, but I see where you're going for. Yeah, it's really bright and powerful and strong. I love that. How do you feel now?
I feel like I'm gonna keep this actually.
Yeah?
Keep it.
That makes me really happy to hear. And like I said, this is not meant
Can you
to...
my thumb again? It's 204588. We're
What?
group members now, so you can have my password.
04.
204588.
Okay. Well, now I'm you.
Is that your birthday?
No,
Oh.
it's my extension in my office.
Oh, that works too.
Yeah, no one would ever guess it, that's why.
Don't worry. No one else is going to be watching this. No one else is in the room, right? Having access to everything that we're saying.
I know, right?
Songs
I
about strength
love
and power.
seeing you work over there, Crystal. You look so in it that I almost want to be you right now.
No, you don't.
Kidding.
Love all the different techniques we're taking over there.
Do-do-do.
Stomp stomp.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Think of a good song to inspire the people. Maybe a dance song. I think the uplifting mood has been quite helpful. Glue is one of those things that sometimes I wish I could rub it all over my hands and just peel it off
I used to
later.
do that when I was younger.
Yeah, that's you want to talk about therapy? That's
Sensory,
therapeutic.
huh?
And you know what?
Yeah.
Scratch this whole project. We're gonna slap some glue on our hands and peel it off.
Attention, really. Feels nice.
Are you all done over there,
I'm
Crystal?
done.
How are you feeling and what inspired you?
This, I just planted seeds.
I love that. Oh my goodness, how beautiful. That's
And
amazing.
Something beautiful is gonna come from it. I'm just not quite there yet, but I'm getting there. So I planted the seed, as hard as that may be.
How
That is the hardest part.
creative.
And it'll be interesting to see what comes of it.
That is the hardest part,
can
my
only
dear.
imagine that what comes out of that little garden you planted over there is just going to be the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. I can't wait to see what happens.
I'm already home.
Holly, it looks like you're finishing up over there.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done.
All right, so you were inspired by the Statue of Liberty. Can I ask maybe why that is what inspired you?
Well, when we were talking about, I'm sorry, I can't remember exactly how it was when we were talking about,
Can you maybe turn this down?
Just a little bit, please.
like making it symbolic of, I guess like how I am trying to come out of it, and to be strong and to be big, and because what he did made me feel small.
The Statue of Liberty is a lot about a new start too. Like
Yeah.
when the immigrants come to the country and they see it, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it
That's
about that?
It is like a
That's the
I
first
love
time
it,
they see
and to be a statue and stand tall and proud, and I think that's really fantastic. I love that you drew in the little head so we all knew where you were going.
Oh yeah, I put I win.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I don't know what it is, but my brother would always say these weird things like I win, and I'm like, yeah, win.
Feeling inspired by it.
Yeah.
I think that is fantastic. I love all of your guys' ideas. They're far more creative than mine was.
I
I'm
think your
so
color's
glad this
awesome.
is
Yeah.
just, I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
I'm going to have to take pictures of all these, maybe hang them in my office. They came out so
Thanks,
good.
dear.
Oh.
This is my trauma tree.
Your trauma tree. Okay, well, you know what? I like that your trauma tree has a lot of leaves on it.
This serves as a visual aid to remind me that regardless of how much trauma or shit that I go through, that I will continue to grow and I can, that's it.
I love that. You guys,
Shed those old leaves, you know what I mean?
Thanks, girl.
I really think that you guys are creative and wonderful and strong, and you took something that was so difficult, and even if we're feeling really hurt right now and we're feeling a little tough, I hope that, we're feeling a little bit more optimistic about where we're going to go. And even if we didn't let the feelings go today, we ripped them up, and we're feeling like we can move forward.
I'm gonna call my piece potential.
Potential. I love that idea. Can we? Do you want to name our pieces?
Grass is greener on the other side.
All right.
Freedom, I guess.
Nice.
Mine's the trauma tree. You grow through what you go through.
Oh my
There you
God.
That one's really.
Guys.
That one's good.
Oh, I'm just gonna let you teach the group next time. I can't even. This is wonderful. Oh my goodness. I could watch you guys glue. I never thought it would be so therapeutic for me to watch you guys all glue pieces of paper to other pieces
Be
of
therapeutic
paper.
for myself.
I know. To think that we started this, Ashley, and you needed a break, and now you're like, I'm gonna
Second
glue
of all, it's
away.
like vomiting and
I'm feeling great.
Yeah. And now I'm like, here's my trauma tree. I'm like,
So-
am I really just handling it well, or am I just batshit crazy?
I think you're handling it well. Don't get me wrong. We all feel a little bit, a little bit
But you
different
know what, too?
inside.
I might be crazy.
You know what, too?
No.
You're not, because what happens is the tree grows and it comes back every year, right?
Every year.
But all those leaves that represent all your trauma, they all fall off and they all die.
Who
So your
else needs
trauma
a
will
pocket
pass.
charm?
Resilience games.
I need a pocket charm. I'm gonna carry him around for his metaphors and his soothing voice.
Hold on.
Here's my John to help you today.
Here's a pocket
Are you
charm.
having a tough day? Here's John.
Here's John.
I don't know.
No more Rachel. We're gonna turn to John.
Yeah, this really, I'm so glad you guys did it. I'm so glad you were open to it, even though we were feeling a lot of feelings that are tough and difficult. Like I said, not meant to make things better in a day. That's what your everyday counselor is for. But I'm glad to help you guys a little bit along the way. I think that it would be smart to maybe go around and say some I statements, because like I said earlier, what I heard was a lot of things that you need for yourself, things that you need to grow from, and some self-esteem. John explicitly said self-esteem, so
On the explicit version.
I love it. John was like, I'm just gonna be honest about it. So if we have a volunteer who'd like to start with 3 I statements that are positive.
I do.
Okay, John, let's hear them.
I need to remind myself that I have self-worth.
Awesome.
I need to love the good things that I do, and I need to put my accomplishments in the front seat and not way back in the trunk with all the junk.
That's right, because you are really good at what you do, and you're strong, and you're smart, and we wouldn't have you here if you weren't.
I'm the tequila, not the beer.
That's right. Preach. All right. Anybody else want to volunteer to go next? It's tough. It's tough after we looked at our traumas.
I need a minute.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Whenever you're
I just
ready.
need to keep on figuring it out.
Yeah.
I need to keep fighting the good fight. And I just need to keep remaining hopeful that, things are going to be alright.
And it is.
They will.
Yeah, because you
Getting
are.
over this hump.
Yeah.
Figuring it out.
Yeah, you're a fighter, and if it were easy, people would be doing it left and right.
Yeah.
It's not easy, and you're
I'm
eager
eager
to be
to
all the
see what my
stronger.
clarity is going to be in the end. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, like we said with Holly, hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
So I think Holly can tell you from maybe being a place of having been there, maybe not to the same extent, but
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you. Anybody else ready for their statements?
I am a survivor.
That's right.
There you go.
It's okay. You've got time. You can think of some more along the
We'll be
way.
here tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after
And
that.
we are so grateful for it.
Yeah. I'm really grateful for this group right now.
We're grateful for you. Well, I am. I don't want to speak for everybody else,
I'm
but I think
grateful
they'd all
for
say
you.
it too. And what about you?
I
Miss-
mean,
What about you, Miss Holly? You got some my statements in there?
Well, now that I wrote all this down, I really feel like I should be able to let it go and be free from it all.
Well, like I said, we can't harp ourselves if we go home after this
Awesome.
and, are still feeling, talk about it. They're not called struggles because we can put them in the back seat and forget about them tomorrow, They're struggles because we deal with them every day, and that's why we come here. That's why we talk to the people that we talk to and seek the help that we do because, we want it to be better. John over here frozen, Should we just have a dance party for the end of the group?
That is a really great song. I actually really
Buddy,
love
put
it.
your hands up, wave from side to side.
If you're feeling real ambitious, you guys can sing it out when we get to the chorus.
I don't want to scar anyone
just
with
kidding.
my voice.
Gianna would like FaceTime, and I think it would traumatize her if I answered the FaceTime.
My daughter, I'm sorry, guys.
No, listen. From now on, when we come to my groups, I don't want to hear I'm sorry's. I want to hear thank you for. So, thank you for that little.
Thank you
blip
for
in
letting
the
us
time.
use your phone to
Yeah,
play.
thank you for
We
letting
love
us
your
use your phone.
fingerprint.
Thank you
Yes,
for coming
they have-
back to
they
group
have glue
even
all
though
over
it was
them right
tough. Thank you for sitting here even though I made some of you cry.
It's okay.
Thanks for the session.
You're welcome. We're going to end on this note. I'm going to let John DJ all my groups from now on. Ready? I want to hear it. Belt it out.
I can't.
But now they know. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go. Crystal, you know the words.
Okay. All right.
I don't.
You don't know the words?
I do.
Oh, okay. Well, my previous job, I worked at Build-A-Bear, so it's like ingrained in my being. But I want to thank you all for being here. Next group, I'm putting it on the rules board. I don't want any I'm sorry's, only I thank yous. That's it from now on, all right? Can't wait to see you next time. Go home, sleep it off. Lord knows y'all need it.
Facts.
Sure do.